Hi, this is Dan Collins coming to you live from Traders Expo Chicago. And joining me is an old friend, Dan Carrigan from Nasdaq. How's it going, Dan?
Hey, Dan, great to see you.
It's been a while, but you have Nasdaq has a new product that you'd like to talk about. Tell us a little bit about the new index.
Well, everybody's familiar with the Nasdaq 100 index, or NDX, which is 100 of the largest non-financial domestic and international companies, and it's at an index level of around 8,000, which when you trade exchange traded options with a $100 multiplier, that implies a portfolio value of $800,000. But we think there is a more intuitive way for retail investors to trade the Nasdaq 100 by creating a new index, which we call the Nasdaq 100 Reduced Value Index, ticker symbol NQX. And what's it all about? It's 1/5 the size of the Nasdaq 100 index. So here's a simple example. If NDX, the big index, is at 7,500, NQX will be at 1,500. So it's perhaps more wallet size friendly for retail investors looking to do things like income producing strategies, that kind of thing.
Yeah, especially at shows like this, a lot of retail customers, especially with the value of the index is growing so much in the last 10 years, they get pretty expensive and hard to trade.
They do, but we also have great attributes in that these are PM settled Friday expirations and cash settlement, European exercise. There's no issues with calling your broker, hey, I want to exercise or not. If you have a strategy where you've defined your risk, you know your reward, you're going to get cash settled.
Yeah, and even if their account is big enough to trade that size, you can walk to some of these shows right here. There's a lot of really good analysts talking about how to trade markets, and what you want to do is be able to trade something smaller so that you can put on multiple contracts and take profit while still leaving some opportunity. So if you trade 5 small contracts, if it makes the initial move, you can take profit on a couple, move your stop up to break even, and maintain some opportunity.
Sure. Another area we really want to focus on is risk. This index really allows traders who haven't really been familiar with index options to go ahead, educate themselves on the risk versus reward, what you said, and see if it's a great candidate, NQX options, for new types of trading strategies. Today we presented the Iron Condor strategy, which is selling a downside put spread and simultaneously selling an upside call spread. These are areas that allow them to generate income at the same time defining the risk. And that's one of the beauties of cash settlement. You know where you're getting in and you know where you have your worst case scenario.
Yeah, and I guess for some of the more sophisticated traders, any new contracts and related contracts, there's arbitrage opportunities that'll help liquidity build on these things probably quickly.
Sure, and all of our option products at Nasdaq are driven by market makers, competitive market makers. So whenever you go to your online retail broker and put in a trading symbol, you're going to get an options chain. Same with NQX. You might have to put like a hashtag or a dot in front of it like most indexes are, but you'll see an index option chain that's competitive. And of course, we always like to say, if you don't like the current bid and offer, you can raise the bid, you can lower the offer, you can name your own price. That's the beauty of the options markets.
That's true. Dan, thanks for joining us.
Great to see you, Dan.
This has been Dan Collins coming to you live from Traders Expo Chicago with Dan Carrigan from Nasdaq.